We are back at Sears Point, and once again you can see the gap there, still very close between first and second. David Hobbs, Greg Kramer, Calvin Fish, and Gary Lee with all the action of the IMSA Endurance Championship. The 46 car of Maxwell, the car that he qualified yesterday, but Jason Priestley actually started this race, and that 46 car now in the 5th position.
That's the race for 4th, 5th, and 6th coming down to that turn 4. Maxwell thinking about going down inside David Murray there. Had second thoughts about it. Maybe we're back to the leader. As he swoops into turn 6. Little crest there. Then the road drops away. Long, long left-hander. Almost 180 degrees. One long turn. Third gear. Hard on it as you're exit the corner. Very important corner for the lap traffic infrastructure. And of course, the 59 cars starting this event, lap traffic obviously plays a huge part in these endurance races. One factor, that lap car right in front of our leader now, not making life easy for him. But Tremblay swept through. Now the lap car is between Tremblay and Goad, so that's going to hold Goad up badly through these very fast estimates. Go, getting on the right out on the marbles. That's what happens when you have to lap these guys offline.
Go back to the pit lane, Greg.
Well, that probably will help Joe Vardy if nobody else. His confidence is overshadowed with it. I was so ready to watch him knock his fingernails off. He is so nervous right now. I just looked at him and I said, "Is Sylvain saying anything?" He said, "Car's great, Sylvain's happy." He said, "Problem is, we got 33, 32 minutes to go." He is nervous. I think a little bit of a traffic like that is going to help us. On the way back, then I saw Terry Irwood, who of course started the number 38 Honda, that's running second in the touring division and led there for so long. Stopped and said to Terry, I said, "Well, your strategy seemed to work. You're in front of the number 25 car Cunningham." And he said, "Yeah, but just by a little." And I said, "Did you mirror his fuel strategy?" And he said, "Nope, the yellow was so long, they never had to come in." He said, "We're both good to the finish. It's an absolute dogfight. And that battle on track is as good as this overall lead battle."
You know, we could have seen more problems, David Hobbs, with traffic had it not been for all these lengthy yellows that bunched the cars up behind the safety car.
That's true, but they are certainly going to get some serious traffic coming up now. With still 25 odd minutes to go in this race. We're going to see a lot of lapping cars being overtaken offline. And at the end, towards the end of the 3-hour race, there's going to be so much debris out there. The marbles, the rolled up rubber, the dust, a lot of dust blows around this racetrack. I mean, we're going to see a lot of super slidey rough between now and the end of the race right now too.
Well, this is just one of actually 7 races here this weekend, and so in addition to the Jim Russell Driving School utilizing this facility virtually every day of the week when they're not competing like this, we have so much rubber, so much grease, so much oil in this racetrack. It's like a skating rink out there.
It's like a skating rink at the best of times, and you can see it all lying off to the side of the picture there. I mean, it's deep. I mean, it's actually deep with rubber. And these guys are getting, touching that back marker there. That's the that 49 car.
These guys have to watch their mirrors to know when the leaders are coming up, not just somebody competing for a position in that class. When those leaders come up, now you see may have some clear track. You see how slick it is down there coming off turn 10.
Tremblay's getting really wide there, coming off 10. Goad, of course, now right with him again.
So less than 30 minutes to go, about 28 minutes now to go. And we'll take you to take a look at the touring leader, number 38. Touring class, 15th. Overall, there's Cunningham at the 25.
The 38 car, Green and Irwood, actually rounding in got one on the 0 car of Hacker. There's the 62 car, there's the 38 car, which is leading the touring class. And there we see him.
15th overall.
There's the 38 car, and that white car right behind him is the 25 car of Peter Cunningham, who he and his co-driver Danahan come right from the back to take this position. So they're second in the touring class, having qualified fastest, and then got pushed to the back because they had a problem there. Here to see the 38 car coming through.
Whoa! Little nudge there. Get out of my way, I'm coming on by you.
It's the 93 car of Robert Baxter and Norman Davis. And now in the out.
Now, at this time of the day, you've talked before about the glare, but just how bad is visibility at this time of the day?
Very bad glare. Luckily here, you're not actually facing the sun for very long. Here, for instance, right behind us, as we go up to turn 7, it's kind of alongside you, shining. It's pretty bright in that driver's side window. And then coming back to these fast S's, it's kind of away behind it. So we've only got a couple of areas where it's bad. This being one of them, going around turn 10. Right now, it's back down. Overtaken again by
Well, hey, we have a heck of a shootout because we still have about 25 minutes to go, and there's a look at the top 4 right there. Any one of those can win it, or perhaps somebody else. We'll come back and figure it all out. As the minutes start to flow away, now about 25 minutes, 24 minutes remaining the 3-hour feature here from the Sears Point Raceway in Sonoma, California. Right now running out in front is Sylvain Tremblay. Doug Goad, who's won some 15 times in endurance competition, now back there in second position. And of course, you have to credit his drive and the great drive of his teammate, Craig Conway, who's standing by with Calvin Fish.
I'm here with Craig Conway, and standing by watching your teammate Doug Goad run around trying to put it in front and out in the lead. What are the emotions that you go through? Obviously, you've done your part for the day, and now there's a few minutes left in this one, and you're obviously hoping to make it to victory lane.
I'm more nervous now than I was driving the car. He's doing a hell of a job out there. He's got his hands full with the 71 and 32. I'm hoping for the best.
Obviously, you know, with the 32 car behind you, you should be evenly matched. How does the Pontiac stack up against the Mazda around this racetrack?
Normally, the Mazda has a little more straightaway speed than we do. But it looks like right now he's heating his rear tires up, so we're hoping he maybe overdrives himself. We'll see what happens.
Okay, it should be an interesting finish. And further down pit lane, Greg Creamer has a report.
Thanks very much, gentlemen. You can see a gentleman here who is very interested in what's going on. He just found out that he's third. Scott Maxwell just passing the number 32 Pontiac for third. Jason, you started in the car and obviously had some problems in the early going, gathered it up. Boy, what a great run since then.
Yeah, thanks. We've been having a good run today. I had a couple of problems. I got kind of brought back in the other Harrison there. I think I was running in before the SIP and we had to put tangle down here. We said a few cars got gathered into it, but I was able to use the car going. Not really have any problems. Then back there I lost a couple places, but I was able to make them up right away. You know, the Mustang's handling great out here, and we're real happy with the performance of the car. And the addition of Scott to my team has really helped all of us, and you know, I think we can see it in our performance here today.
Well, obviously, the car's flying up to third. You got to be very thrilled with that. And also another Mustang that's having a great run is just down a couple of pit stalls. The number 54 entry of Dominic Manchuri and his team, Terry Borchler, another addition to the team. They're up to fifth, and they started 16th. So a couple phenomenal drives by the Ford camp in the late going in this one. Great drive.
So, David Hobbs, we're hearing that perhaps there is some tire wear on the Tremblay car that could change the outcome of this event?
Well, I think they're hoping there's going to be some tire wear. I mean, he looks like he's leaning on the car pretty hard to us as he goes through that turn 11. He's looking on there. Look at it. Doug goes through.
Oh, they get together.
Wow. Boy, oh boy, this is a brave boy, this Doug Go. That's a very fast corner there. Very fast indeed. So let's see what happens. They come down to turn 11.
Tremblay on the high side.
Now this is where Tremblay seems to be really leaning on his tires. Goads, he can take a much tighter line through there.
So he could not do much with him there. The Doug Goad was the 86th driver of the year, the 93 Grand Sport Class champ. In fact, he's been racing this series since 1985. And look at this.
Maxwell now coming
car.
right up on Tremblay. So Jason Priestley did a masterful job. He said he made a couple of mistakes, but I mean, they were just little mistakes. And really done a heck of a job as the 38. Ooh, it's Heinrichs there, squeaking by the zero car. Double zero.
Second, maybe. Down to the inside, he has the line. Yeah.
And a great overtaking spot. See, there's Sylvain Tremblay starting to slide all up.
Gonna be tired?
I think he's tired enough. He's used his tires up.
So there is a look at second and third. Here is Doug Go. Start outside the fourth row. Finally, Racing Craig started the race. Joe took over on the pit stop and now only has about 19.5 minutes to go to pick up the victory. Good battle yet for second position.
Now we heard from David Murray, who was in the booth with us right at the beginning of this race, seems like a week ago, in actual fact only 3 hours ago, about how you got to, look after them. You got to baby the brakes, you got to baby the tires, and you got to baby these cars. And of course, this is what happened to Sylvain Tremblay. We've got to go down to Greg Kramer, who's got something for us in the pits. Greg.
Yeah, David, actually, I just stopped by to talk to Joe Vardy, who, of course, is sort of the strategic master of the team as well as one of the drivers. And I said, is there a problem? Tires? And he said, no, actually, everything's fine. He said, it's really traffic. And he said, some drivers take more chances in traffic than others. And I think there was the message that Sylvain is just not willing to stick his nose in. He's got a good run going. Although down in turn 11 now, he almost went back inside Maxwell. So maybe he's decided to turn the wick up just a little bit.
Well, I think that Joe Vardy would like to think the tyres haven't gone off on this traffic, but looking at the video, which we've been doing, it looks to me like Sylvain is using a lot more road than he was, and the Pontiacs and the Mustang of the 46 car there seem to be going pretty good, and now he's falling back into the clutches of Heinrichs.
Heinrichs is now fourth, fifth, 54 car. Now we wonder if Maxwell will have something for Doug Goad in the waning moments of this race. This is probably as exciting as we've seen this late in a 3-hour event.
Well, they've had a lot of caution periods. They've all had plenty of time to gather their strength up again and regain interest in the race. Plus, of course, it is getting towards the time of the day when the bars open. Lots of most of them here. They're trying to rush to get in there. I know I am. We've got to just keep this race going.
Well, we have had numerous yellows.
Now there, Doug he was taking the risk with the traffic. Big time risk.
Well, that's the kind of risk, if you can make him pay off, will win a race for you.
Well, of course, what he did there, he slipped him before turn 7. Now we're coming to these S's, which are very difficult to overtake. So now he's left the guys that are immediately pursuing him sort of to hang out in the dry there behind the slower cars as they go through these very fast S's. A good place to pick up time, except, of course, the 46 cars slipped through as well.
So we're still waiting to see if Scott Maxwell will have something for Doug Goad in the waning moments of this event at Sears Point Raceway. We'll come back and find out. guys are saving the best till last here at Sears Point. And look at that, for the 71 car, back up in front. There's been some great battling, banging, crashing, nerfing. So Tremblay has reassumed the top spot. There is the battle for second, and there goes Heinrichs up to second position.
And Doug Goad is running right off the pace. He had a big backing match with the 46 car, which was already pulled off the road, so they had a huge backing match together. Dominic done up Goad's car, and a good full edge 54 car, put the wheel right over the edge coming up to 10. So
yeah, Goad headed for the pit lane. I think Goad headed for the pit. We approach the final 10 minutes of this event. Sylvain Tremblay back up in front. Yeah, Goad is headed for the pit lane. And he looked like Calvin, go on. I think he instigated that contact, Calvin.
Okay, well, they're changing the left front tire as we speak. Obviously a problem there. May have been contact or a puncture late in the going here. Obviously they had a great run going here with Craig Conway doing the initial stint in the car, and Doug Goad really pushing hard, getting the car to the front. But obviously they've been battling hard, and there's obviously been some contact as we see Scott Maxwell bringing the number 46 car in with a lot of right side damage further down pit lane. Meanwhile, the team are really struggling to get this left front off. It looks like they've actually damaged the wheel stud here, and they cannot get the tire off. It looks like they're going to keep the original one back on. They're putting the lug nuts back on, and obviously a very costly pit stop for this number 2 car.
Well, there's the battle. You watch the battle for second position. We also understand the 46 car is in the pit lane, Greg.
Gary, big time smoke boiling off of some exceptionally hot rubber that just came off of the right side of the car, the right front. Tire absolutely crashed. There's damage to the left front. I don't think that was involved in this incident. Oh, Maxwell absolutely drops the hammer when he checks out. Apparently just that tire went down, and it looked like he cut the sidewall due to the contact. Apparently more action out on the track, guys.
Well, I guess so. There's a car upside down. The safety car is already there, and we cannot even tell you the number of that car. The car upside down. The driver is out. He is okay, but obviously the door is open. We cannot give you the number. So a lot of action in the late moments of this event. And
wow,
look at Borcheller. Borcheller almost got the wall.
And he keeps on doing that. He must be braver than Dick Tracy. This is absolutely extraordinary because we just saw
look at him on the inside.
Here he comes up the inside now, goes side by side to his turn 1. He's on the wrong side to turn 1, but he'll be on. Oh, there's some black traffic in front of him.
There's the full course yellow, though.
Ooh, Borcheller might get snagged for that, overtaking that car in the yellow right on the start finish line. But he drops back.
So there is where the car is upside down. Just off driver's side right as they come through turn 1 up toward turn 2.
Boy, those two guys are banging into each other and they're under caution. No, it's not a full course caution. I tell a lie. It's,
I guess yeah,
only the caution at one spot.
So there is the reason for the localized yellow. And again, that is just driver's side right, I believe, as they come out of turn 1 up that incline.
Well, he must have got put there by something. It's not the sort of place that you would normally go off there. That turn is pretty inconsequential.
Driver's side right with now just under 8 minutes remaining. Man, a lot of action in the final 10 or 15.
Incredible action.
45 car, 46 gets in behind. You think that was deliberate?
Wow.
I think that was probably on purpose.
The 46 and the 2 car have already had 2 or 3 coming together in just the last 4 or 5 laps. So you've got to think that was deliberate, yeah. Wow, so Goad now it's really goaded. He's off after the 46 car now. Wow, I hope we've got the video running after this race though, because this could be a replay of the Madison Square Garden boxing match the other night. We have a similar scene in pit lane, I'm sure, when the race is over.
Have no low blows.
I hope Kramer and our man Calvin are ready for after-race action in the pits.
Well, now we're showing the 54 car as your leader. Borcheller has gotten around. What happened to 71? 71 has fallen well off the pace. So the Borcheller car, let's go back to the pit lane. Greg?
Well, Gary, I'm standing by with the team owner of the number 54 entry, Dominic. I'm sorry, and this has been quite a race for you. You've got a new driver on board, Terry Borcheler. Has that made a big change in how this team's running?
Well, Terry's run with us for about 3 races this year. He's from Bondurant, and he's been terrific. He drives Mustangs every day, and he's really helped us quite a bit. So we're thrilled to have him. And he really has made a difference.
You started back with 16 spots. Did you ever think you were going to be up in the top 5, let alone the top of the race?
Well, we had a fuel pump problem yesterday, and we were able to get that fixed, and I think it helped us a lot.
Obviously, car's absolutely fine. Terry's doing a great job. They've been saying he's been just right to the edge out there, but that's why he got him on board.
Yep, I think he's doing a good job, and, you know, if the Lord allows us, maybe we'll get a victory this time. We worked hard all year. We just started in the series last October, so it's a big win for us that we can pull it off.
He's excited, no doubt about it.
We can now tell you the 96 car. The 96 car is the one that got upside down, Mike Courtney. Now, apparently that car was about to be lapped by Sylvain Tremblay, and Tremblay got involved there someplace. Now look at that. We have another pass for the lead. Now the 32 car is up in front. John Heinrich, he drives the car off the track. They're in heavy traffic, and that's what happened to 71. So Tremblay involved with a lap car, and we had alluded to the problem with the heavy traffic earlier. So he's taken out by the lap car, and the lap car ends up upside down. No driver injuries, and right now a great battle up in front. John Heinrich, he's back on top.
Heavy traffic there. They exit that very fast turn 10, coming down to turn 11. A good overtaking spot here, but look how they're being blocked by these guys. They're all having their own race. Heinrich splits them, which of course gives a good opportunity to the 54 car to get inside Heinrich as they come off the turn 11 there.
There is your time remaining, under 5 minutes. But I tell you, we've had so much action, David, in the past 5 or 10 minutes.
Wow, we see more actually wrapping up in the last 2 hours and 50. This is extraordinary. I've never seen anything like it. There's our man. No, that's not our man. That's John Heinrich. Our man Murray, meanwhile, is back in 3rd spot.
And there is Borcheller right behind Heinrich. Just about a car length between 1st and 2nd. In the moments of this event. 3 hours, and it all comes down to the final 5 or 10 minutes. So I tell you what, we have got only 5 minutes to go, but it may be the best 5 minutes of the race, so don't go away. We're coming right back to wrap it up. John Heinrich, the 1989 Grand Sports champion, looking for his 14th victory with only 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. And there's the gap. He widens that margin just a bit over Terry Borcheller, who rides in 2nd position. And David Murray now is 3rd. Looks like it is John Heinrich's race to win or lose at this point.
Well, I mean, it's been absolutely breathtaking the last 10 minutes. I don't think I've ever seen such a violent change of fortune. Sylvain Tremblay going from 1st to nowhere. This man coming from dropping from 2nd back to 5th, now back to the lead. The car, Terry Borcheler behind him, coming back from 16th on the grid to lead, and now back to 2nd spot. And we're all coming around to the white flag lap. That will be the white flag.
And before that, let's quickly go back to the pit lane.
Well, Gary, I'm with Joe Aquilani, who's the owner of the team that currently has the car out front, number 32, Heinrich. And Joe, first of all, you said to me earlier, you said John's at his best when he's leading. Boy, you don't want him anywhere else in this game.
Yeah, John is pretty awesome when he gets out in front. He just hangs the car out and goes for it. So we're just holding our breath right now. This has been a real roller coaster of a day.
literally a slugfest. On top of what happened in Mosport with the unfortunate DQ after winning overall there, this would be particularly sweet, I would think.
Oh boy, I tell you, the team was really needing this. They tried hard after all that 24-hour race stuff, and we won there. And all the customer drivers are doing well today, so this is good for the whole team.
Well, we're about to take the white. Why don't you go back and enjoy the last lap? Have fun, Joe. Congratulations.
Indeed, we watch for the white flag to be unfurled this time by after 3 hours of competition. It all comes down to the final lap, and right now, Heinrich is out in front. Again, he's won 13 times in endurance competition, looking for win number 14, a former champion of this class.
There you see Terry Borchler. In second spot now, led briefly there. Let Heinrich get by him, and looks right behind him is David Murray, who is making a bit of a comeback. Close enough, he's almost within striking distance. It is possible he could snag that second spot away from Borchler on this last lap. Murray now fired right up. It'll be a stretch, but it is possible.
Borchler would have to make a big mistake, I think, for David Murray on the shot.
Or it depends entirely on whether they'll match traffic at this stage. They've got to traffic. There are a couple
like
of cars.
Heinrich may gather up some lap traffic. Once Dennis Quaybar has broken the 54 car, the handling has gone off on that car. So maybe that's what the 3 car needs. Again, lap traffic right in front of your leader. There's the rollover car. There's the 95 car. That one Himes, his teammate, Michael Himes, rolled the car all the way over, wheel to wheel, drove back to the pit lane. They changed drivers. And we're looking now at turn 10. This is going to be it through the right-hander there. And we're looking down the short straightaway to turn 11, that left-hander before the start-finish line, and John Heinrich, there it is. He takes the checkered flag. And so after being DQ'd at the 24 hours of Mosport, the last outing, after winning it, they once again will drive to victory lane. Stu Hainer, the co-driver, also will make the walk to victory lane. Second, Terry Borcheller, and third would go to the number 3 car of David Murray. What some wild fireworks in the final 10 or 15 minutes of that race.
I've never seen anything like it. I mean, it just, the seesawing for position from jump to jump overnight. I mean, it's just absolutely extraordinary. I mean, about 15 minutes of absolute mayhem. People running into it. Doug Goes looked like he got sewn up. Then he got involved with Maxwell. They both went off the road. Then Maxwell came back and punted Goad right around at turn 11. And then we saw the Tremblay car get taken out by a slower car when he was trying to lap it. There's the 52 car, which lost its front end a couple of hours ago. There's the 55 car. He's won the compact car class. Just absolute incredible lap. And there's the 62 car that led for so long. Climbed right on top of the
tire barricade up on top of the wall, and the driver climbs out.
What?
Oh my. That's Brent Martini. There's the sports winner. What a day we have had here at Sears Point. Car number 66 wins in sports.
Wow.
Eric Van Vliet, Bob Henderson car.
That's at the last turn, that's turn 11. I mean, he's done serious damage to that car and to the tire wall. Jumped right on top of it there on the last turn here at the racetrack, turn 11.
Well, I'll tell you what, well, let's catch our breath. We'll take a break and come back and talk to our winners. What a wild day at Sears Point.
No.
He'll take the lead here. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be in the lead anyway.
How long are we going to be?
So I'm done then.
Okay. We're set.
You're going to come up on this car here? It was a wild finish after 3 hours, but the Hayner-Heinrichsey O'Brien car takes the victory over the Borchello-driven 54. David Murray and Cochran going third. Fourth there is your fourth place car. Rice started that car and Simone finished it. So now let's take you to victory lane. Greg Creamer has all the jubilant activity.
Well, it is certainly that. These are a couple of very happy drivers, particularly with you when you consider what happened back in Mossport in the DQ. John Heinrichsey had to earn a provisional points lead here with this win. Obviously, that last hour and a half fuel, I would imagine, was on your mind a little bit, as well as a lot of competition.
Well, there was a lot of competition when I went out there. Eddie said you've got just enough fuel to finish, so take it easy, no high revs, don't use the brakes too much, and you'll be able to make it to the end. And I said, thanks a lot, Eddie. But it made it to the end. It was stumbling there for the last 5 or 10 laps, but as usual, the crew did a fantastic job on the Firebird, and it was there all the way to the end.
Stu, you must have been just jumping out of your skin there at the end with all that hitting and bumping and grinding going on, and John was right in the thick of it.
Man, I tell you, I had pretty much conceded maybe a third or a fourth, and all of a sudden everything starts happening. They always say, you know, it's not over till the fat lady sings, and that race was exciting. I mean, very exciting. Even sitting on the wall, it had to be exciting for John.
Well, keep in mind, they both said thanks to the crew, but don't discount this driver duo. They seem to pull this kind of stuff all the time.
And we can quickly show you now the top 12. Once again, Hayner and Heinrichsey taking the victory. The Borchello-driven 54 car would take the second position, Cochran and Murray third, and Simone and Rice in fourth as we quickly go through the rest of the top 12. The 14th victory overall for Heinrichsey, the 8th for Hayner. Our congratulations Calvin Fish, and I'm Gary Lee. Thanks for joining us. So long from Sears Point.